Go ahead, guys.
Renae, great score line, like in terms of the team scoring, but unfortunately, once that gap got out to 20, it just kind of stayed there. What was it? What was going through your head to try and reduce that score line?
Yeah, I mean, 94 for us. We're definitely happy with that. We'd take that, but I guess going in, yeah, the first quarter for us, a lot of damage was done there, and then into the second, you know, they shot really well. They shot at 66%, so we were on the back foot, and I just thought we came out not as aggressive as what we'd come out the last 3 games, that's for sure. You know, I guess to lose the second half by 2, but yeah, like I said, that the damage was done early.
Unique came out in the second quarter and dropped 10 points really, really quickly. There seemed to be a change in momentum at that point, but then it just kind of didn't seem to continue all the way through. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, she did a really good job, and we kept going to her. And then they made some subs, and they've got a really big lineup, and they made a few subs which kind of took that away. But yeah, I mean, she did have a good second quarter. You're right.
Yeah. Loz, it seemed to be a little bit tough for you in the first quarter, but then slowly you started to get back into a rhythm and started dropping threes and twos around the place. How were you feeling at the beginning of the game?
I felt fine. I felt fine offensively. It was just disappointing on defense. I don't think any of us really set the tone early in the game, but offensively, I think myself and everyone was fine today.
Obviously, with the ladder as it stands at the moment, what do you see as being the key things that you need to start looking at in terms of the next few games?
We got to win. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. We've got to win some games. And yeah, I don't know. It's been a bit of a build. It's been a bit of a grind the last 3 games with this schedule. That's not an excuse, but yeah, I felt like we're on the right track defensively. So today's just a little bit disappointing, and I'm sure, well, I know all the girls are incredibly disappointed in kind of how we came out and yeah, the result.
Thanks.
Can you just talk about, like you mentioned, the first and the second quarter, sort of the game maybe getting away from you there. Can you talk about the end of the second quarter? I think it was like you had 4.5 minutes without a field goal, and that's sort of when the Flyers kind of kicked on. Can you just talk about what went wrong in that period specifically?
Yeah, and what it felt like from memory was that we just kept settling for 3. So we just kept settling for bad shots as the pressure built, and then they had, what did they have? 10 fast break points and 13 points off our turnover. So I felt just our poor shot selection when we got tired, they just capitalised and ran on us, and yeah.
6 games in now, sort of a bit of a sample size. How do you sort of reflect on where the group's at and where you're at in charge?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I can't fault the girls. I think they've been working really hard, and the schedule has been tough, and I can't really fault anyone's intention with what we're doing. You know, if you would ask this 2 days ago, we felt pretty good and we're on the right track. And then we come out this first half and we make some errors and our effort's not as high as we'd like, and then they just went whack, whack, whack and punished us early. So I'm not sure I can answer that question. I'm probably going to go away and reflect a little bit longer, to be honest.
Anyone on the Zoom call would like to ask a question? All good, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.